So starting off, you're going to need a fabric glue. I just got mine at Joann's, and then you're also going to need a pair of scissors as well as a ruler just to measure out certain things, and then a black Sharpie to mark your spots. A piece of cardboard, this is completely optional, and then you're going to need an extra large to an extra large t-shirt depending on what size you want to get. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just pick out what color t-shirt you want to use. Personally, I'm going to be using this bright neon pink. So then you're going to want to just take your shirt and put it inside out because it's just going to be a lot easier to work with. And don't forget to take off your sticker like I did.
Slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries, and they scream the worst things in life come free to us, cause we're just under the upper hand and go mad for a couple grand.
So once you have your shirt inside out, you're just going to want to fold it in half like this. You're going to want to make sure that your shirt is really even so that way the cuts are even. So next you're just going to want to make a small marking right underneath your armpit. So next you're going to want to measure out 3 inches below the marking that you just made, and that's going to be your next marking. Next you're just going to make a small marking in between the 2 that you just made as a guide. So now you're going to measure out 7 inches towards the middle of the shirt and just going to make a small marking, and then you're just going to trace out kind of like a U shape across the shirt, just guiding along the lines. So after you've done that, you're going to measure out about 2 inches, 1.5 to 2 inches, and you're going to mark them on your U that you just made, and then you're going to take the top marking and put it towards the top of the shoulder. So then next you're just going to take the bottom marking and make a curve outwards towards the end of the shirt, and this is basically to guide along your hips, and then you're just going to cut out all the markings that you just made.
She don't wanna go outside tonight. It ain't a pipe, she flies to the motherland. She sells love to another man.
So once you're finished with cutting, you're going to take the top of the hole we just made and measure out another 3 inches. You want to make sure that you do this to the bottom of the shirt as well, just because now they are 2 separate pieces. So now you can just open the shirt up, and you may notice that when you open it up that you didn't exactly fold it in half perfectly. So what you can do is easily just trim it back up and make the 2 cutouts and the rest of the shirt equal. So now going back to the marking that we made earlier, we're going to glue the 3 inches that we made, and this is going to create the armhole. And if you couldn't see that view very well, here's a close-up on the other side.
Like pastries, and they scream the worst things in life come free to us, and we're all under the upper hand.
So to make the sides of the dress look seamless, we're just going to cut the sides all the way down so that way there isn't like an awkward hemline.
In a pipe, she flies to the motherland.
Then we're just going to glue that baby in place. So I didn't show me doing this on both sides, but make sure you do because that would be extremely awkward. This is completely optional, but personally I like a more flawless look, so I'm just going to take some glue and put it on the outside of the cutout that we made, and then I'm just going to fold over the extra fabric so that way it has a much more seamless look and it looks as though we bought it in a store.
For angels to die.
Once you're done gluing your dress, you should wait at least 1 hour to do the next step. So after an hour has passed by, you're going to want to take the sleeve of the shirt that we just cut off, and you're going to measure out 8 inches long and 2 inches wide for 2 strands of fabric.
But you hold on to me.
Now you're just going to take the 2 strips that we just made and you're going to tie one to the front and then one to the back. And your shirt, by the way, is still inside out. It's not the right way yet, so make sure that you don't do that. Personally, I like to just cut off the extra fabric that is left over, and then here I am just tying the back as well. So now you can finally undo your shirt from being inside out and reveal your beautiful new summer dress / cover-up. I would recommend waiting about 24 hours until you actually wear the dress though. If any of you guys decide to recreate this look, make sure to tweet me or Instagram me a picture of your dress and you will be featured in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Bye!